So, with everything that's been going on with the protest, there's actually a game of football at 3 o'clock. Who knew? Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you know when videos go live. So Sheffield Wednesday got Portsmouth, our last home game of the season, and you want to give a good send off to the players in this last home game, but also you want to do it for the players who might not be here and potentially manager that might not be here as well. Today has been the subject as well as the protest against the ownership. I will say something, the banner they did, Toxic Club, I don't like that. We're not a toxic club. I agree with Ben on Twitter on that one. But it is that whole situation. You look at what's going on and people have had enough. So enough is enough in terms of that. But again, I said it before, no one's actually put a bid in, so we'll have to go with that. But let's talk about football for today. So, Sheffield Wednesday lineup as Pearchard, Valerie, Shea Charles, Whitway, Johnson, Armstrong, Bannon, Patterson, Gassama, Windass, Smith, Beadle, Palmer, Hatsay, Chalobah, Ingleson, Kabachi, Mazaba, McNeil, and Ubbo are on the bench. Some of them may not be staying. That's the thing. You look at that lineup and you do wonder who could be here, who's not. Pompey go with Killip, Ogleville, Shahanigan. I can't say his name. Potts, Bishop, Dozel, Murphy, DeVille, Blair, Atkins, and Haydens. Paul Bramall, Patrick. Oh, I'm struggling here. Give me a moment. I'm really struggling here. There you go with Schmedic, Paul, Bramall, Pack, Gordon, Richie, Sadai, Lang, and O'Malley. I think that was something we were looking at ourselves at one point as well. So they've had a really good season. They stayed up. They've managed to stay in the championship for another season, which is fantastic. That's what their goal would have been. They haven't changed their manager either. They just kept it of who it was that got them up. And a lot of clubs haven't done that this season. A lot of clubs have changed things around, and it'll be really interesting to see what happened to them next season. They've got a chance to build. They're on 52 points. And Sheffield Wednesday got the situation. We could have a situation to build as well. But we don't know what's going to happen with us because we don't know who's staying. We don't know what the manager's going to be. So it's going to be up in the air. But let's just have a good game of football for 90 minutes. Try and get a win and try and get onto the 60 point or close to the 60 point mark, which will be fantastic. So, Sheffield Wednesday start okay, knock the ball around well, and just starting to get a little bit of form. Playing some good football, I won't lie. I was trying to get forward and just get a bit of momentum going. Trying to keep the ball well and knock it around. And we go 1-0 up, and it Pato. Really good play by Wednesday. It was a bit of a scuff shot by Armstrong, which then got to Pato. Hits it, hit the underside of the bar. 1-0 up, you're thinking, happy days, let's keep going, try and get a bit more. Windass has a little bit of an air shot, doesn't really go anywhere. But again, one of the biggest problems we went through this season is the way we defend. We play it out from the back, don't do quite well with it. We run into trouble, give them the ball, and then it's easy for them to get the ball, and then Valerie's having to trap back again. Valerie being one of those ones who've been like that most of this season, I won't lie. And don't get back to his man, it's an easy tap-in. And how many times have we spoke about the goals being preventable by getting in the right positions or not being in the right places? They have a couple of corners, we managed to defend them quite well. Nothing else apart from that, though. We've had some really good killer ball by Barry Bannon to find people, and it's not quite worked and latched on. When we have got forward, we've looked okay. It's just that finished product. But I think, again, that's been a case of Wednesday most of the season. Finished product is the thing that we struggle with. And it's one of those things where we need to improve next season, whatever happens in front of goal. And the defending is lackluster because we just don't get back in time. So it's an easy tap-in, which is annoying. You don't want those easy tap-in to happen, but it is what it is. You can't change how that goal's gone in. So you have to look at it and go, what next. So hopefully Sheffield Wednesday can get onto the next bit of the game and try and get in a good position and see if we can get the second goal. But at half time, it is Sheffield Wednesday 1, Pompey 1. So, not much in that second half, really, between the teams. They both played like two teams who are safe and staying up this season. Not much in it. Didn't have much to play for. Masaba came on at half-time, played well for Gassama, looked decent, and you're just thinking, can we try and get something? He had some really good chances, some good shots, but nothing clear-cut. And you could say the same about Windass as well, but nothing really happened. It was very much... This is second to last game of the season of two teams that know they're up. They're staying up. Like, it'll be very interesting to see how the Watford game goes. I think Watford game, we may have a chance to be able to hit 60-point mark. I think my maths ain't 100% there. Ingleson came on for Armstrong. Valerie came off for Palmer. Palmer got to come on for the end of the game. Mick off as well for Chalobah. It looked like Windass was coming off, but he stayed on the entire game. It was McNeil off, McNeil on, sorry, and Patterson off. And yeah, the game kind of just pitted out, really. It really just ended up being what it is. It was a game where neither team needed anything and stuff like that. But in terms of the season, Cardiff City are relegated. Plymouth Argyle all but look down. They need a miracle, and I don't see it happening. Hull City now in the bottom 3. Derby just got a win, which is good. I think it's Luton just above Hull. Preston North End is they're on a point. They need a point next game and results not to go against them. They could go down next game, and that won't be a good end of the season for Preston North End. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But Sheffield Wednesday and Pompey share the game here. Everyone gets a point, and it's fine. But it is what it is. We just got to move on to the next game. Last season, I'm all over the place. Last game of the season, and we're gonna try and see what we can do, and hopefully we can get a win at the last game and then go from there. And then we'll see what the summer holds, because it can be a difficult one. It can be a very difficult summer.